Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, and in this video we are going to create this carousel using Flutter, and we will also see hero animation. So when we click on these cards, we will see hero animation coming while we are transitioning between the home page and the details page. So this is our home screen, and when we click on it, we are going to details screen using the hero animation. So we'll see two animation. One is for carousel and one is for transition. So let's get into it. So if you see the application, I have already created two folders. One is for model and one is for screen, and then we have the main dot which is completely empty if you see, and I'm just calling my home screen. So if you go to in screens, I have home screen. As of now, this home screen is also empty. In a scaffold in body, I'm just returning an empty container, and even the detail screen is empty. I just have an app bar as well, so that when I go to the screen, I should be able to have a back button, and we will design the screen as well. And I have all the images ready. So in assets images, I have set all my images, and all these images are set up in pubspec YML file. So over here in assets/images, so make sure all these settings are done if you want to follow this video. So let's get right into it. So if you see, we had this type of design. We had this text, and we had this carousels, right? So we have this columns in Flutter. We have columns, right? So we'll create a column, and then in that column we will have text first, and for carousel we will be using a page view. So we will create this view using PageView.builder. So yeah, so let's design the screen, and I'll show you how exactly we are doing this sliding effect. Okay, so we have our text ready, the first part of our column. Now we will have our page view. So we will create our page view. Let me create the page view. PageView.builder. We gave a page view builder item count data list which we had created in the models, right? And we have to, so this clamping scroll physics, this will make sure that at the end of the scroll it's not doing any bouncing or anything. It won't even try to go next to the last card. And in the item builder, I have just created an empty view for each index, which we will change. We will create our cards, and we will have to create our controller, page view controller. So let's create our controller over here, and what we'll do is, let me create a late page controller. We say it late because it won't be initialized now. We will initialize it in the init state. So in init state, we can initialize our page controller with page controller, and we have some options like initial page. So let me set up the initial page. So we will set current page as like 0, or you can set any number like first page or second page. So let's set this, and we can set a viewport fraction, that is 0.8 we will set. So if you remember, if you see our cards, right, it's not taking the whole view means this whole screen. So it's not taking the whole screen, it's taking this much only. So that is like 0.8% of the card, right? So that is why we have given 0.8% of viewport fraction. Okay, now we can use this over here also, because it's a controller, like we have to we have to dispose it as well. So let's create our dispose function, and in that I can call page controller dot dispose, and let's write our code. Let's write our carousel code. So our page view is ready. I can see all the images and I can scroll through it. We have the title and text appearing over here itself. So as you see in this carousel card, what I did is in a column I have my box decoration, like box with box decoration and decoration image, where I set my image set over here, and I have some shadow effect for those images as well. If you can see, there is some shadow effect, and I have expanded it so that it takes up most of the space. And then I have two text widgets, one for title and one for price. That's all. So this is our carousel cards, which is appearing in the page view, and we can see the 0.8 viewport as well, right? So okay, so why I created carousel card over here and didn't in this function itself, because we want to animate these cards as well. So remember that effect, we had this tilted effect, so we will do it with transform rotate. And so what basically we'll do is we'll have this tilted to this side, and we will use transform rotate, and we will tilt it at the angle of 7 degrees. So we will tilt it a little bit, so it won't come straight, it will be tilted. And we will be using animated builder to do so, so that our transition would be smooth, like when we are transitioning from one page to another page, while it's tilted, then it would be smooth. If you don't use animated builder, then it wouldn't look good. So let's do that. So over here, instead of returning our carousel card, I will create my animated builder. Okay, so you see we have given page controller as animation to this animation property of this animated builder. That's because so that our the swiping effect would be smooth. And then in this builder, we have calculated our angle for transform dot rotate. So this angle we are calculating over here. So we first check if our page controller position dot have dimension is there. It just tells us whether the page is ready or not. So for the current page, our transform dot rotate would be 0. So if you deduct index minus this page controller dot page, this value would be 0, and our page will not rotate. But for left and right swipe pages, for those different pages, we will get different indexes, and based on that, we will just calculate, we will just multiply it with 0.03. The 0.03 number I have used because if you multiply 0.03 with 180, you will get 7. So that is what we want. We want 7 degrees, right? So actually 0.038, that comes to something around 6.84. But yeah, so you can use like 0.038 as well. and then we clamp the result in this -1 to 1, and then this value is multiplied with pi to get our final angle, and then this will give us the tilted cards at the left and right side. So this would give straight card for our current index, because this calculation will make sure of that. And then for our left and right images, we'll get tilted card that would be 7 degrees of angle. So if you see in our, yeah, so we have our tilted cards, right? So we have this animation ready. We have our carousel ready with the tilted card and the animated swiping. Let's create the hero animation. So when we click on the card, we will go to the details page, and we'll do the transition using our hero animation. So let's go to our details card, and we will write our code to create our details card, and then we will do the transition. So our details view is ready. When we click on these cards, we can go to this screen, and you can see the normal screen what we plan to build. But it is the normal transition which we get in Flutter. So let's make it animated. Let's first see how we did this. So how we created the details screen. Just go through the details screen page. So this is like we created an amp bar of background white, elevation 0, and we have given our icon theme of black color, so that our back button is of black color. And then we have in the body, we have column with our title text, and then we have our image, and then we have our price text over here. So that's what we see in our detail screen. So let's create the hero animation. So to do so, what we have to do is wrap this whole container through which we will get on which we will be clicking to go to the detail screen. So we will wrap it into a widget called hero, and in this we have to pass a tag which would be of type string, and it has to be a unique string. So we will take our data.image name, which would be unique for each image. So that's why we'll take this. So on the main screen, when you click on it, this hero tag will try to animate to the detail screen, and it will try to look for the same tag in the detail screen. So in the detail screen, we will do the same thing. We will wrap this container into a widget. So let's wrap this into our hero widget, and we will give it the same tag. This would be widget dot data dot image name, and now we should be able to see some transition when we go from our cards to the detail screen. So you see this image just grows and it goes to the next screen. So the image is never taken off from the screen, it stays there and it just grows to the next screen. So this is a very nice effect which you can add in your projects, and this carousel as well. So that's it for this video. If you like this video, please do subscribe and let me know if you want to see more content like this. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.